Africa has not been spared from the impacts of external shocks, according to UNDP.
If you take South Africa, which has the most advanced industrial base in Africa, South Africa has had a very significant caseload, significant fatality, and it has also damaged economic growth. For example, tourism has been impacted. So if you take a country like South Africa, you've got major impacts. If you look at the Ukraine war, that has actually had, in a sense, a stronger impact on African economies, especially because the prices of essential items that Africa imports, fuel, fertilizers, has gone up.
With particular reference to Ethiopia, the UNDP's analysis of 2021-2022 shows the country strived to improve health provision during the COVID-19 pandemic, but other factors remain wanting.
The quality of education in Ethiopia is so low, deteriorated so much that it's no wonder that we are in the lower HDI, and therefore our capacity to withstand shocks is extremely low.
The UNDP says conflicts in parts of the country threaten growth.
Well, we have significant numbers of children in conflict impact. We are talking in the millions, who have not gone to school for years. It means these children may be permanently disadvantaged. Their human development may be permanently damaged. We have enterprises, small businesses that have been impacted. They've had to shut.
The Eastern Africa region, including Ethiopia, Somalia, and Kenya, is currently being hit by drought, which may force over 20 million people to turn to humanitarian assistance by the end of the year. And there are also concerns about mental health.
We know that, a lot of people, 30% of the population at least, have one episode of depression, and yet the consequences of the response to that is not at the level of take a pill, see a doctor. You're just basically left to deal with it. And the levels of unemployment have grown. So I think it's an area of investment that must not be underestimated.
Experts warn the globe is heading towards even more uncertainty and that individual countries must invest in strengthening their policies to include early warning mechanisms. Economists advise that in order to prepare themselves well for more external shocks that might hit the continent in the future, individual African countries must take into consideration the opinions and policies made by young people because they form the biggest population of their countries. The report by UNDP also recommends the continent must work towards internal food production programs in order to deal with humanitarian crises, natural calamities, and unforeseen food importation hurdles. Colette Wanjoy, CGTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.